All right. So meeting the editors and agents. Let's do a little sub-theme on meeting the editors and agents. This will go regardless of where you go to meet them. And you probably do want to try to meet them. So, you do not go with your manuscript. Is that the right abbreviation? I can never remember.
MS.
Is it MS? Yeah. What's MSS? Is that
Manuscripts.
Manuscripts, yeah.
I don't go with plural either.
Don't go with manuscripts either.
It means your plural lives.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't go with them either.
Yeah. Don't go with your manuscript unless you're at a conference which says you will have a pitch or workshop session. Some of them will say. They will tell you if you're to bring a manuscript. Otherwise, you do not want to walk up with a manuscript. Why don't you want to walk up with a manuscript? Anyone know?
Oh gosh, author run away.
Yes, exactly. You got it. Nailed it. You're an editor? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
Sorry, Brandon.
yes.
What about if you made like business cards, just so they have something to
Yeah, business cards are good. Okay, let's do, yes. Cards. They will throw them away, but it's worth having something to give them just in case. And maybe they will dig it out. Maybe they'll say, oh, because people don't do business cards as much anymore. So maybe they will dig yours out, but that is a good thing. I would say yes, but don't go with the manuscript. Do go with a pitch. Oh, that's something not. Pitch. Okay? Be ready to give your pitch if prompted. Okay? Do not go right into pitch. Okay? Meaning, you're not going to walk up and say, I want to pitch my book to you, can I? If you're really confident, you might be able to get away with that one. But usually, you want to say into the pitch when they give you an opportunity for it. This means you should, when you can do it, go with, once your book is finished. I would suggest you go anyway before, but certainly you want to get a book finished. You want to be going with something in hand, metaphorically, that you can give to them, okay? Do not go in costume. That's fine on the days when you're not pitching to the editors, but leave the costume at home. Yes, dress nicely, but not too nice.
No suits then.
Yeah, no suits. It would be my suggestion. Business casual would be fine. Even nice jeans and turtleneck. What Brandon would wear to teach class in, I guess, would be fine. You probably just don't want to do anything too wacky. Don't go with like a blinking button that says, ask me if I'm a Borg, or something like that. I'm sure they exist. Yeah. But are you a? But yeah. In other words, kind of present yourself. Remember, you're going to this as a professional. You are a pro, so dress like it. But suits, this is not an industry where anyone really wears suits, okay? We publish science fiction fantasy books, okay? I mean, Tom Doherty, yeah, Tom usually kind of wears a suit or something, but nobody else really does, except for Lee Modisett. But if suits are your thing, you can wear them eventually, but, that would be my suggestion. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to find the editor. How do you find the editor? Well, step 1, see if there are any panels or any coffee clutches. Step 2, ask their authors if their editor is there. Step 3, troll the bars or parties if you feel up to that. Troll, not as in troll as in pulling something behind you, not as in large hair and different colors and lives under bridges. So To do that last one, you're going to need to know what they look like. Not too hard with Google. Stalk them just a little bit. It's okay. They're looking to make a professional contact. Don't send them stuff in the mail, but go ahead and look and see what they look like. At the cons, they usually actually have, rotating around World Cons, big photos of the professionals, like famous ones that have been taken over the years, and you can go find the editors there. But yeah, kind of know what they look like. It's going to be not too easy, but it's worth doing. Once you find them, ask if you can have a few minutes of their time. Be polite. Let's put that under here. Polite. They are there professionally, meaning they're expecting to be approached. Okay? It's part of the business. But that doesn't mean that they owe you any time. So, walk that balance there. Where you go from there is your call. Okay? By the way, from now on, you're not allowed to say Brandon sent me. Why? Because at the last convention, David Hartwell, editor at Tor, was there, and I mentioned to some of my students, hey, David Hartwell's here at the con. You guys should go talk to him. Every one of them went and said, Brandon said I should talk to you. That's a bad way to introduce yourself. Okay? Do you understand why that would be a bad way to introduce yourself? No longer are you, I am a writer wanting to show you about my work. Instead, I am a student on an assignment. What's the different mindset there for an editor? Bad idea, okay? Don't go there and say Brandon sent you. All right? If I give you a tip that someone's around, you can't lean on me anymore. Yes?
Also, wouldn't that be unfortunate for you if...
Yes, because then David Hartwell came to me and said, please don't send any of your students to me anymore. Okay? Bad for me, bad for all the other students. I'm sure, I never mentioned this to them. I kind of thought they would understand it, but yeah. So Hartwell said, please don't point me out to students anymore because of that. So I'm sorry, but that's what happened. But you are not going as a student. You are not there as Brandon's student if you do this, okay? You are there as an aspiring writer looking to learn. And how you approach this editor really depends on who you are and what you're wanting to do. If you want to ask them a bit of advice, go with that route. If you want to compliment them on a book you've read, go that route. Your goal should be to let them talk and not focus on yourself. This is kind of basic interaction with other people. I'm sure if you read How to Make Friends and Influence People, it would tell you how to do this much better than I will. But basic sort of networking things. Find out about what they're working on. This sort of thing. You've got 2 goals, and let's say you've got 3 goals. One of them is just to have met them.